The smell of pine needles, fresh air, sunshine. Everything a person needs. What's everyone else thinking? I'm thinking it's a cult. What are these creepy figurines? And someone dies in Porcupine? We place a memorial figurine for them. This one right here. That's my brother's figurine. Actually, he's my twin brother. Oh, what are you doing here? Are you part of the circle too? There is definitely a cult in this game somewhere. As you may have noticed, certain irregularities occurred in the hospital building last night. St. Ursula's has come under repeated criticism in recent months. I would like to take this opportunity to assure you that the damage does not pose a danger to either the building or the people therein. That's our table. What are these losers doing? They're horrible people. Okay. Okay, I think we get Ralph on this one. There we go. We've heard about what happened last night. We need to show that such actions come with consequences. Carl, you are on leave until further notice. It's okay, kid. It was a dumbass thing to do. I don't think you did anything wrong. Sometimes that ain't the point. Why did they give me this one for the old lady? I'm not good at it. Is it because I'm bad at the minigame that she's gonna die? I really don't want that to happen. How are you feeling? Not great. I've got a stomachache and I'm nervous. Maybe I should have intervened yesterday. Should I have said something? You were way more sensible than us. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm going to really put everything into this. We'll get through it together. I did the worst. Your heart rate is incredibly high. You need some rest. Alright, I guess I can take an hour for lunch for a change. Can you give me the pills right now, or do I need to go to the pharmacy? You should stay here today for observation. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. What did you just say? You need to stay here for the time being. We're going to give you some medication and monitor you for now. Please take the medicine 3 times a day at mealtime. That means today at noon, tonight, and to be on the safe side tomorrow morning. That could be tricky. I don't eat in the morning. Then you should make an exception tomorrow. So what was that? Twice a day, right? 3 times. I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. I never used to struggle with numbers, but right now I can't even remember my phone number. I'll set a reminder in my phone for the pills. There's no need for that. We'll do it for you. But you need to avoid stress, okay? Try and switch off. Don't make any phone calls. And do not work. I'll try. His brother's gone home. Oh no, he's still here. Hey you two, how are things? I'm doing great, Doc. I can't wait to get out of here. Yeah, I'm not leaving without Ollie. I get that, Rudy. Just keep a little distance, okay? Ollie still needs to rest. Sure thing, Doc. How you doing, Ollie? Not bad. I even managed to sleep for a few hours last night. Can I leave today? I want to go home with my brother. Slow down, Ollie. Let me check your readings first, okay? That looks right. Yeah. B? What do you think, Doc? Is Ollie healthy again? Not quite. Oh, but we've got your bacteria under control now too. You should be feeling better again soon. Phew, really? Yes. Ollinator. Coming back in the second round to beat the Shigella on points. Yes, good work, Ollie. Rudy, you better go home now. Give your brother another day to rest. Sure thing, no problem at all. Did you hear that, Ollie? Soon we can go out and have fun again. I'll need to finish my round. See you later, you two. You betcha, Doc. Sure, Doc. I'm going to stay here for a little while. Of course, take your time. Hello? Greetings, hard-working fellow citizen. Hello, Carl. I want to see how things were going. I just can't keep away from you guys. Everything's okay so far. Everyone's a little tense. I'm also in the middle of my rounds right now. Let's catch up properly another time, okay? That's a fabulous idea. I was just sitting here drinking a nice hot coffee when I got the urge to go out and do something. I could use your help. If you have the time, meet me at the supermarket after work. Hello, Irma. It's going to snow soon, just in time for the Hibernation Festival. You think so? No. I know so. I can feel it in my bones. My limbs always start tingling like this when snow's on the way. Okay, that's not good. That's how I know it's the first day of winter. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little wistful today. My lovely roommate was discharged this morning. I suppose that's made me a little lonely. How are you doing, Finley? Same as always. Something bothering you, my dear? Oh, you know, just everyday life. I see. I could tell you a short story to cheer you up. Another story? Why don't you start by telling me how you're feeling? I was ready for the story, to be honest. Oh, that can wait. Do you have a few minutes? Yes. I'm enjoying these stories so much. I used to travel a lot. When I was young, I was doing an apprenticeship and renting a small room in Sandalwood. On one beautiful spring morning, I was strolling through this lovely little flea market. I found a beautiful old globe there. I bought it right away. I placed it in my room and decided right there and then I was going to visit somewhere on that globe in real life. So without further ado, I started making plans. I packed some clothes, a little something to munch on of course, my travel journal to record my journey, and last but not least, my 3 lucky dice. I didn't have much money at the time, so sticking to the bare necessities suited me. One cool spring morning, I set out. After I'd crossed the first couple of borders, my stomach was growling. I had no money left, of course, but I did have my lucky dice with me. I walked into a fancy restaurant, one that served the finest food the country had to offer, and I challenged the owner to a bet. If I rolled a higher number than she did, my meal would be on the house. I lost. I spent the whole next year working in her kitchen, scrubbing my fingers to the bone. I'd also promised her one of my lucky dice. After a year of hard work, I managed to work my way up to co-manager of the restaurant, but my journey wasn't over just yet. I'd had more than enough of the restaurant business by then, so I continued my way. I didn't need money. I relied on my intuition and my 2 lucky dice. It was the dead of winter, and my shoes weren't as waterproof as they used to be, so I called a cab. I challenged the cab driver to a bet. If I rolled the same number as he did, he would give me a free ride, wherever I wanted to go and however long I wanted to go there for. I rolled the dice. I lost. That's how I met my next boss. His name was Gilbert. Aww! I spent 2 years driving people all over the country. Didn't get the chance to get out of the car much myself though, but I still had a lovely time, and Gilbert and I got on like a house on fire. After 2 years, we closed the cab company and hit the road together. I kept the second lucky dice hanging from the rearview mirror of my cab the whole time. We travelled wide and far until one day we pulled up in a dreamy little town called Porcupine. It was my birthday, so we headed to an old tavern to celebrate. We had a great time, staying up almost until sunrise. The owner of the tavern was an elderly gentleman, and we soon got talking with him. I challenged him to a bet. If we rolled the same number 3 times with 1 lucky dice, then he would let us have the old tavern. On the 3rd roll, disaster struck. The die fell off the table. Gilbert went to pick it up and then slammed the back of his head onto the light fitting as he got back up. He spent several weeks at St. Ursula's. The hospital was still pretty new back then, you know? When he was healthy again, he took my hand. We looked at each other, the same thought in both our minds. We wanted to stay here, in our little Porcupine. We scraped together our savings. We worked hard, and 3 years later, we had enough money to buy the small tavern. Anyway, that's how the story ends. You shouldn't always rely on your luck, but it doesn't hurt to give it a shot. At least not most of the time. As it turned out, my favourite place wasn't all that far away. How about you? What about me? Where's your favourite place? I don't know yet. That's alright. You'll figure it out eventually, but you've still got some work to do, unless I'm much mistaken. Oh, we're back to doing this. I like this one. And you as the brain. Nice. Your fever's gone down a bit, but some of the symptoms are more severe than they were a few days ago. Should I be worried? We'll manage it. I'm going to talk to the senior physician. I guess I'm going to be missing the Hibernation Festival this year. I'm sorry, Irma. I was hoping we'd have you back on your feet by then, but this inflammation's proving stubborn. That's okay. I've seen plenty of Hibernation Festivals in my life. One more or less won't make a difference. You'll be going though, I hope? Yes, I have a night shift tomorrow. I'll check out the festival beforehand. That's good. Is it your first Hibernation Festival? Yep. I hope you can enjoy it to its fullest. May I be so bold as to ask a favour of you? Of course. My son, Gil, is always so busy on the day of the festival. I was wondering if you could bring me a hazelnut candle. Porcupine's Hibernation Festival is the only place you can get them. You'll be making an old lady very happy. If I find one, I'll be sure to pick it up for you. I promise. Oh, hey Finley. Rough day, huh? You can say that again. Why is her speech bubble so big? Why is that happening? Something me tonight. Let's meet up with Carl, because Carl's on thingy, so... Okay, maybe next time. Take care, Finley. Why was it so big? Here we are, this should be it. Where is he? Is it to the... Oh, there he is. Oops, the heck? Carl, I didn't recognise you at first. What's with the hat? Shh, not so loud. What's happening? We're not doing crime, are we? I'm incognito. Why? The supermarket's new stock comes in tomorrow morning. So what does that mean? You're just in time. Oh, Carl, I didn't realise things were that bad. I can lend you money, you know. Save it for charity. There's so much stuff in this dumpster that's just been thrown away. Is that legal? Yes. I see. Don't be so squeamish. You want to help, didn't you? Yeah, but I'm not getting into a dumpster. This is my only good jacket. Don't worry, you don't have to get your hands dirty. I just need you to distract people while I go dig out the good stuff. And seeing as you mentioned the hat, I brought one for you too. We're a team after all. Oh no. Oh, is it a minigame? What am I doing? Oh, look at the crown. It looks awesome. Besides, you need to draw attention away from me. And how do I do that? How should I know? You're full of hidden talents, are you? Just jump around in front of people. That should do the trick. Oh, you gotta hold it. I didn't know. Huh? Oh no, this one. And then this one. And then this one. Is that it? We got good stuff. This isn't for me. We've got 2 orders for tonight. What? One's for the high street, the other's over by the old tunnel. Your neck of the woods, more or less. Let's get them delivered quickly. It's pretty frosty out tonight. What? Hey Ruben, glad I ran into you. Why are you still outside? It's starting to get colder. Leave me alone, you big lug. What are you two loitering around here for? And what's with the ridiculous disguises? I've been wondering the same thing. Hey, is that any way to greet a young, motivated delivery guys? I've got a bag of food for you. You can keep it. I don't need your grub. Come on, you old geezer. I know you can use it. You need healthy food and lots of it. Winter's coming and your immune system isn't what it used to be. There's even a pack of prunes. I know how much you love those. Alright, give it here. There we go. Bon appetit. I'll try to bring you some more next week, okay? Yeah. Oh. Alfio, my good man. My delivery helper and I have got something for you. Is all this for me? Sure, if you don't like something, just give it to someone else. You're really a good guy, man. So much great stuff. I'll be feasting tonight. Thanks so much for all this. But remember that you need to go back to the hospital, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm fit as a fiddle. I know about your leg, Alfio. Please promise me that you'll get yourself checked up. Will you stop bringing me food if I don't? Course not. It's all yours. Just think about it, okay? Okay. Alfio, I swear to God, you come to the hospital so that we can look at your leg, whatever's wrong with it. Take care of yourself, okay? Finley? We're done for the day. Off to bed. Good job. Oh, Finley! Oh, happy Hibernation Festival. Thank you, same to you. Let me celebrate in peace, Squirt. Yeah, can't you see we're celebrating here? That's right, celebrating. Mr. Hedrich, I wasn't expecting to see you here. But of course, I never miss Hibernation Festival. It's the time when the whole community comes together, and the economy is stimulated. I don't like that word. A fantastic day. There's also the small matter of my participation in the stew contest, of course. You like to cook? Cooking relaxes, cooking satisfies, cooking has purpose, meaning. That's great, I'll be cheering for you too, of course, even though Mia's my favourite. Naturally, team loyalty is essential. And in the end, it's the stew that wins, not the support. Tomorrow we work hard, today we celebrate. Carl, how's it going? Never better. Did you know they've got a hot cocoa with brandy here? Okay, how about everything else? I feel better than ever. I finally have time to think about important things in life, like hot cocoa with brandy. I even slept in late today. Man, I needed that. Did you know Mia's taking part in the stew contest today? No kidding. No kidding. Our Mia is going to be a champion stew maker this year. Old Colbert might as well pack up her gruel and head home right now. This calls for another drink. I need to line my stomach with alcohol before I start scarfing down Mia's stew after all. Isn't it usually the other way around? Hey, what do I know? I'm not a doctor. Today is a special day for me, as I have the honour of officially opening the Hibernation Festival for the 9th time in a row. You'd think this would be a cakewalk for me by now. I, Adele von Witterstein, can feel the hairs on the back of my neck standing up in anticipation as I hereby declare this Hibernation Festival open. Ta-da! Here's to all of you. Just like every year, hot water is passed through the pipes of the town fountain to keep us warm and serve as a base for the stews. Good luck to everyone taking part. It will also clean the pipes, won't it? And bon appetit to all our stew samplers. Here's to us. Can we sample them yet? Just stick to the recipe, same as usual. Ration, wait, don't overseason. You're doing great, Mia. Can I taste it? Finley! What's wrong? Finley! Yes? The pickleweed! What's the pickleweed? My secret ingredient. The spice that makes my tomato stew special. And I forgot to get it. I don't have any, Finley. What am I going to do? I can't leave my stew. Everything's already simmering. Oh, where am I going for this? And time's running out too. Don't worry, I'll get some for you. Where do I get something like that? At the grocery store, but that closed hours ago. Any other ideas? Yes, you see Roman Hedrich over there. Pickleweed is his main ingredient. I don't know why, it must make his stew terribly bitter, but knowing him, I'm sure he won't give any of it away. I'll ask him. You just keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully he's feeling nice. Mr. Hedrich, may I disturb you for a moment? You know, I'm always happy to listen to my team's concerns, but I still need a moment or two for my stew, and as you've just heard, time is of the essence. I need some of your pickleweed. What? From my ingredients? Yes, could you spare some? You'd be doing me a huge favour. No, sorry, out of the question. You're a very likeable young man, and I would like to help, truly I would. But my ingredients have been measured out precisely according to my recipe. If I change even the slightest thing, it will affect the taste. My own colleague. You've been thinking. You're part of St. Ursula's Hospital, just like myself and our other young colleague back there. We have to stick together. With that in mind, I've decided to give you some of my pickleweed. Really? That's very kind of you. But of course, I can't just simply give my ingredients away. So I would also like to ask a favour of you. I would like a bottle of caraway liquor from the wine stand. Okay, no problem. I'll head over there and buy you one. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. This caraway liquor is very special. The owner has produced only one bottle of it. Oh, I'm guessing it's insanely expensive then. Expensive? Not at all. In fact, the wine seller is looking to give it away. Yes, it's a prize of sorts for the first person to say the secret phrase to her, the solution to a riddle. The red trees have left the forest. There are a few other people here who are also playing the game. Maybe one of them can give you the answer. How do I find out who knows the answer? That's part of the puzzle. I'm going to give you a little something to help you get started. Now pay attention. The blue shells glitter prettily in the morning. The blue shells glitter prettily in the morning sun. Ah, I know the answer to that. Hold on. Oh, because she's wearing... Is she wearing a blue shell? They hide when the yellow sun grows too hot. They hide when the yellow sun grows too hot. I know the answer. Nice. The green train is almost here. Okay, it's people with badges on, so is that this one? The green train is almost here. Oh, that sounds familiar. It travels on to the purple sea. They've got red. Oh, purple. It travels onto the purple sea. The answer to this is... The red trees have left the forest. I hope that helps you. It does, thank you. Okay, we got it. So do you have the answer? The red trees have left the forest. Now they grow on the golden beach. Incredible. That's the right answer. You've won. Here's the prize, a bottle of caraway liquor. Thank you very much. Mr. Hedrich, I have the liquor. Very good, my young colleague. You can always rely on Team St. Ursula. I've got the ingredient. What, really? That's awesome. You're the best sous chef in the world. Your time is up. The cooking period is now officially over. That was fantastic. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. So before the food coma sets in, let's get to the award ceremony. To refresh your memory, here are all the participants and their creations. Chloe took us on a wild journey through the world of porcini mushrooms. Roman presents you with spicy pickleweed pot. Isaac whipped up some handmade alphabet soup for our bookworms. Wonderful handwriting, by the way. Our lovely Mia, a first-time contestant today, gave us a tomato stew that I'm sure has bowled more than a few of you over. And our last candidate is someone we only normally see when we're sick. Sergey, head chef of the cafeteria at Ursula's. His entry this year was a fiery hot pepper stew. Now hold on to your spoons, it's about to get serious. The winner of this year's porcupine stew contest is... Mia, with her fruity, spicy tomato stew. Yay! And that goes for all of you as well. Congratulations on your amazing creations. And congratulations to everyone who got their hands on a bowl. You are really lucky to get to taste such wonderful stews. And now let the celebrations continue. Okay, we need to get a candle. Candle, please. What do I owe you? Nothing. That's right, everyone gets one hazelnut candle for free if they want it. That's very nice of you. But does it mean you end up losing money on the candles? Yes, but making hazelnut candles is my favourite hobby, so I really don't mind. It means I need a little while to make them though. Mia, is everything okay? Yes, everything's great. I wanted to give you something. Really? Is there some of your stew left? No, that was gone in a flash. You've been such a tremendous help to me and I'm so grateful. You're always so helpful. It's amazing, really. What do you mean? What I'm saying is that I couldn't have done this without you. Which is why I wanted you to have my winner's trophy. No, you're the one who won it. Yes, but it was as much your victory as it was mine, really. Besides, I wouldn't even know where to put it in my apartment. Thank you, Mia. I feel very honoured. But how about we share it? It can be one of those trophies that moves from place to place. I'll take it and invite you to dinner sometime so I can show you my finest cooking skills, and then you can take it home with you and we can cook again at your place. Oh, that's cute. What a cute idea. Happy Hibernation Festival, Finley. And you. Celebrate, you deserve it, but now I need to get going. See you in the morning. Good night. Your liver readings are in critical range. You don't say. To make sure it is cirrhosis of the liver we're dealing with, we need to do a liver biopsy. No. No? I already know it's cirrhosis of the liver. What do you take me for? Although I'm sure your accounting department will be thrilled if you carry out a few unnecessary procedures they can charge me for. What if it's not liver cirrhosis? Do I have to teach you how to treat me, right? I like a drink, if you know what I mean. Excuse me? I'm talking about chronic alcohol abuse. And your nursing staff insist I don't drink here. So now I have two problems. alcohol withdrawal, and this blasted liver cirrhosis. According to the latest research, your symptoms could also be triggered by other diseases. Well, go ahead, I'm sure you know exactly what you're doing. Hey Emma, how are you doing? Finley, what are you doing here? I thought you were out celebrating today. I was, it was great. I met a lot of people and the stew contest was really exciting. They got the fountain working again for the occasion. And look what I found, Irma. Look at it! I'm pretty sure there shouldn't be a candle in the hospital, but you know. Can you smell that, Doctor? The scent is just incredible. You've really made my day. I'm feeling much less shivery already. This brings back so many images for me. So many memories from years gone by. From all the many hibernation festivals I've seen. It was your first one today, wasn't it? Yes. You should get some rest, Irma. All that talking gets to your lungs. No, it's alright. I need someone I can spin my yarns to. I'm very tired. But I would like to tell you one last... No, not one last story. Don't say one last story. Don't say one last story. Please don't say that. No, because I'm already emotional. Irma, what do you mean by that? Don't. It's okay. What? No, it's not okay at all. We'll get you back on your feet, I promise. I'll go get Dr. Kakowski right away. You've already done more than I can imagine. Don't. I'm actually crying. But may I ask one more favour of you? Of course, what is it? I'd love another cup of tea. Finley, taking a break already? No, I'm just getting a cup of tea for a patient. Ah yes, old Irma has a taste for the finer things. Could you come with me, please? Irma isn't doing well at all. I know. I already went to see her and checked her readings. She's going to die. No, don't say that. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't wear makeup in the next few hours. I'm gonna be a mess. But we have to do something. What I'm going to do is make myself a cup of tea too. How can you just walk in here like nothing's wrong? Why aren't you doing anything? I've already done everything I could. Sometimes even the best treatment in the world can't help, Finley. Go to her, make her last hours as comfortable. As comfortable as possible. Shouldn't we contact her son? I have already tried that too. Unfortunately, I have not yet been able to reach Gil. I'll keep trying and inform him of the situation. I'm back, and I've got your tea. You're a darling, thank you so much. Just set it down there. I remember my first hibernation festival like it was yesterday. It was already very cold for the time of year. The cars and park benches were buried in snow, but the hibernation festival still had to go on, of course. It's the last story. Gilbert loved hot air balloons more than anything else in the world, but he also had a great fear of flying, and he wasn't the youngest anymore either. Neither others were. So we compromised by heading to the countryside to watch the balloon race. At least we used to until it was banned. It was the hibernation festival when Gilbert sat in a hot air balloon for the first time. There was already snow on the roads and the roofs of the houses. The lights, the smells. We were there every year when it was cold outside and everyone started to come closer together. I'd already bought a hazelnut candle and enjoyed some lovely conversations with plenty of laughter when Gilbert secretly slipped away. He spotted a hot air balloon in the square. Back then, you could still book flights in the winter. They said you could see the whole town from up there. But that year, the balloon remained grounded. The weather was already bitterly cold and very windy. Then all of a sudden, an icy gust of wind blew across the square. Hats and caps flew through the air. Mothers had to hold on to their children, and that gust of wind blew my Gilbert right into the basket of the balloon. When he picked himself up to climb back out again, he got the fright of his life. The balloon had broken loose and was already rising hundreds of feet above the town. And me? I'd seen the whole thing, and I leapt desperately at a dangling rope to try and hold the balloon down, but instead I simply floated away with it. Gilbert helped me into the basket, and the wind carried us higher and higher into the wintry clouds. Porcupine was no more than a small speck of light in the fog. Eventually it disappeared altogether. Gilbert could barely move due to his fear of heights. The cold bit into our skin. But I managed to cheer him up. His dreams had finally come true. I reminded him, riding in a hot air balloon. Unfortunately, we soon realised that the burner was frozen. But then I remembered the hazelnut candle I'd bought. So Gilbert and I made ourselves comfortable in the basket of the balloon and lit the candle to keep warm. I don't know how long we sat there, but it was indescribably beautiful. Just us, the sky and the clouds, and the scent of the hazelnut candle. Suddenly there was a bang. The burner had started up again. The heat from the hazelnut candle had thawed it. Gilbert quickly figured out how to steer the balloon. Even the altitude didn't bother him anymore, but how would we know which way to go? Then, before we could even begin to worry again, I heard it, very softly, the hibernation hymn, the song everyone in Porcupine sings together for the hibernation festival. We strained our ears and Gilbert steered the balloon straight towards the song. Eventually Porcupine emerged from the fog. The beautifully decorated marketplace, the snow-covered roofs, and the festival goers. What a sight. They'd broken into song to help us find our way back. Gilbert landed right in front of the fountain, and all the crowd cheered. And that's the story, more or less, of how my Gilbert and I took flight together for the first and last time. He died the following year. I'll be reunited with him soon. No. Stop it. And then we'll fly together again. I don't like it. Are they still playing the hibernation hymn in the square? Maybe, I'm not quite sure. I think I can hear it just faintly. Yes, they're probably still celebrating, and here's the two of us stuck working the night shift at the hospital, eh? You're doing a good job with the work. But Irma? I made it to the hibernation.